Spooky season is finally over, which means it's time to put up your Christmas decorations and blast Last Christmas on repeats. Such good times. I've been waiting for this. Did you really think I was being serious? Yeah, no. That needs to wait until after Thanksgiving, so in my opinion, it's still spooky season, which means I'm going to be showing you all a total of 5 horror games that you probably haven't played. 2 of them are strictly single player and the other 3 are co-op with single player modes. I'm ready, and if you're ready, let's go. Our first co-op game is called In Silence. I've had this game for nearly a year and a half, so I've played it quite a bit. It's truly horrifying. One player takes on the role of the monster who has hypersensitive hearing abilities and is almost completely blind. The other players, which can be up to 6, play as survivors to try to escape this monster, or hunt it. You can choose to have the player be the monster, or an AI, which is pretty advanced. The game features single player, nightmare mode, 16 different perks, proximity voice chat, and more. I genuinely love this game so much. I've been following the development for quite a long time now. The developers are only a small team of 2, so unfortunately the last update, which happened to be this pretty big winter update, was a year ago now. It added an additional map, new achievements, modes, and improved optimization, as well as AI and cheat protection. Since then though, they've been in silence, literally. The game conceptually is amazing and it's definitely worth it. It's fun, disturbing, and has a great mix of stealth, running, and fighting, catering to different playstyles. I fear that this winter update was the last update that we're gonna get, which is understandable, but it's unfortunate to say that as much as I love the game and think it's great, I don't think it'll ever reach its fullest potential unless it's continuously worked on.
He died.
Now onto the second co-op game, which is called Pacify. Again, I've had this one for quite a while too, and it's pretty fun, especially when you've got a small group together. Pacify has 3 separate missions in which your goal is to capture 3 unique monsters. Each mission has a different environment and story, as well as distinctive gameplay for every map. Have fun with your friends, or alone, trying to catch these paranormal entities. The first map, and my personal favorite, is the mission Dolls. There's a ghost hidden within this house, and in order to capture her, you need to find all of the evil dolls within the house and burn them in the furnace. To find the dolls though, you need to find keys, which then unlock rooms. But just be extra careful because at any moment you may turn a corner and she'll be there waiting to attack you. You've got to be ready for just about anything. There is also a farm map and a woods map, providing a great challenge and a good scare. I'm blown away at the creativity and hard work that went into this game, especially for being solo developed. Hello. The developer is currently working on a new map too called Headquarters, but there is no release date yet. However, I am patiently waiting for new excitements and horrifying experiences. You know what they say, save the best for last. That's why our third and final co-op game is Devour. Oh guys, I'm so excited to show you this game. I've been playing it since right after the initial full release, and seeing the game progress to where it is today has been just quite an adventure. I believe this is the most played game I've featured on this channel. I'm clocking in at just over 100 hours. No, I have no life. There are currently 4 maps, soon to be 5, and the developers are working to bring us new content like holiday events, skins, achievements, perks, and more, which adds to the game's replayability. Oh yeah, and they just added these pets, which are so freaking cute. They're like little companions that run along with you while you play. I love it so much. Your goal in Devour is to stop possessed cultists from dragging you down to hell. Play with up to 4 players, attempting to break Azazel's hold on the cultists. On each map, you'll find key ritual items, some of which may be alive and unwilling to complete the banishment. The game also comes with VR if you're into that, at no extra charge by the way, which is amazing. I played it in VR and it was very immersive and horrifying. Like I said, there are 4 different maps with extremely versatile gameplay catering to the theme of each map. The game provides a good challenge too, with difficulty levels, and completing the difficulty level as well as other challenges will grant you with unique robes, so you can customize your character without spending a dime. We've got a sneak peek for the new map too, which will end up being a slaughterhouse. I cannot wait for that. I cannot recommend this game enough to you guys. It's only $5, which is a steal considering the constant release of new content and the replayable, terrifying gameplay. I absolutely love when horror games take on a non-traditional route and really make their game unique. That's why I decided to introduce you to a game that really takes the cake on that. Dark Deception is our first single-player game, and I have to say it is by far one of the most conceptually inspiring games that I've ever played, and I mean that. I've fallen in love with everything about this game, and I'm beyond excited to share it with you all. Dark Deception is a story-driven, first-person horror maze game. The game mixes the fast-paced style of a classic arcade game with a horror design. Think like Pac-Man, but 3D and you're being chased. There are multiple nightmares that you play with different enemies. The first chapter is free, so you can get a taste of the game before purchasing the complete edition. The first chapter has one level called Monkey Business, and it takes place in a nightmarish hotel where bellboy murder monkeys guard the soul shards scattered throughout the halls. My favorite level is Torment Therapy. This one takes place in a hospital with these Reaper nurses. I love the way they were designed. They definitely remind me of the Silent Hill nurses, and they ride around on these roller skates too, which, me being a skater myself, makes me love them even more. Although they are evil, but still they look pretty cool anyways. I won't spoil all the nightmares for you guys or the creatures, but they're terrifying and the gameplay gradually gets more intense, and I'm sure you'll have an amazing time playing it. I definitely recommend it. Also, it's only $20 for the full version, which is a good deal considering how well developed it is. There's no harm in trying the free version. I'll make sure to link it in the description, and you guys can let me know what you think. Do you think you have what it takes to be a good detective? If so, then Scrutinized is definitely the game for you. You'll be playing as a criminal analyst. Your job is pretty simple. Determine who's an actual threat and who's just harmless by looking at social media accounts, text messages, receipts, and so much more. However, while doing these reports, you need to be aware of your surroundings as there are 2 malicious threats looking to infiltrate your home. So you gotta keep an eye on 7 windows and 6 lights, as well as the security cameras to make sure nobody gets in. Your internet or power may also go out at any time. This game will test your multitasking, and there are jump scares, so it definitely is still a horror game, but you're not really being chased or having to hide. It's more of you need to keep them out. And if they get in, well, I guess you'll see what happens. Alright, so let me show you how this works. I got this suspicious persons report for Justine Isukov. She sounds Russian. The person writing the report says that she found out about a model agency recruiter through social media, but a friend of hers stopped her from reaching out. Her friend said that a lot of these agencies are fake and she should be careful. However, the recruiter said that she had the looks and she would put a word in, but she had to agree to shoot in Berlin. Whoa, slow down. Berlin? Now that's a little too far. When she asked more about it, the recruiter said that the trip would be an all-expenses-paid trip and that they would be doing shoots for 3 weeks for their catalog. Later, she followed up with a friend, and she said that similar people had gone to Moscow, Berlin, or Paris, but they wouldn't come back even after the 3 weeks. Ooh, that's pretty sus. So that was all the information I got from the report. So with that, I looked up Miss Justine in our lovely little DMV database and found her ID. From there, I scoped out her socials by searching her name in Social Spy. There was nothing really that stood out besides her looking to recruit young models. She made a post about that. And she also had taken pictures of these luxurious purses with the caption saying she's expensive. That checks out when I go and check her debit DMV and find that she spent $3,700 at Moochie. Bruh. I cracked her phone to see if there was any evidence. Photos looked normal, and so I started digging through her search history. However, there was nothing there either until I looked at her text messages. It seemed like she was trying to get a bigger cut from some guy, and then there was an unknown number asking what Miss Isakov has for him. She says that she has 2 ripe twins. That's a weird way to describe them. There were red flags popping up everywhere in these text messages. If I had to guess, she's running some kind of model sex trafficking scandal, so I put all of that through in evidence and sent it over. She was definitely guilty. Alright, I'll do one more quick one. This person says that they were watching a horror movie when suddenly they started hearing loud screams, but it wasn't from the movie. They looked out their window to see that there was blood splattered on the neighbor's window. So being the criminal analyst I am, I was doing some investigating. Do you guys think this is just some misunderstanding, or did something horrendous happen inside that house? I'll give you a quick second to think about it. If you said it was a misunderstanding, you are right. It turns out it was just ketchup and this guy does special effects. So what do? We put that report through the shredder. We have two kinds of reports. Either they're very sussy or they are just harmless, doing things like special effects. However, the game is so much more than that. You have people trying to break into your house and you have to be looking at the lights, the cameras, the doors, everything. It is insane. It's chaos, really, and it's hard. This game is not easy. This game's not for everybody, but I have a really fun time playing it. The developer has another game with a similar concept where you are searching through the dark web, but you have to prevent yourself from getting hacked or kidnapped. People love that one. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'd love to know which game from this list was your favorite, and I will see you all very, very soon.